What's up, guys? We got a very special video for you guys today, and the reason we're making it is because of this guy right here. This guy right here does not stop eating and eats maybe 10 worms every single day, which means I have to go to Walmart and spend money on these almost every single week. So I realized there's got to be a much better way to save money, and I figured out the DIY worm farm, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Alright guys, so we have all of our materials here, which may not look like a lot, but this is really all you need for a worm farm. Some worm farms you have may seen are more for gardening and planting. Ours is going to be for more just collecting worms, keeping them in one area, so that way we are able to feed Gus. So right here, all I have is a drill, 27-gallon bucket I got from Menards for around $10. And then I was able to get some potting mix, which would do also fine. And then this bucket right here is what we're going to fill up with leaves and also add that into this bucket. And that is all you guys are going to need. We're using the drill to drill some holes in the top, potting soil to go in for the worms to have nice nutritious soil, and then also leaves to add some more nutrients and things for the worms to eat. So what we're going to do is we are going to add the soil into the bucket first, go collect some leaves, dump that in there, and then spray it down with a hose to keep it extra moist, and then drill some holes in the very top. Let's get started. Probably should make a bigger hole in the top, eh? Alright, that'll make it a lot easier. And I don't think I'm going to use all this soil just because it's filling up a lot right now, so probably just gonna give the rest to my dad. And our next step is gonna be to go fill this up with some leaves. Alright guys, so we are gonna continue filling this trash can with some more leaves. Luckily we live in a forest, so there's plenty of leaves. But what we are doing is we're just filling this up completely with leaves, and that is gonna be some more nutrients for the worms in the worm farm. We just fill this up and we're gonna go dump it in the bucket. Alright, you guys can come check this out right here. What we got is all the leaves on top and then the soil. And what we're going to do right now is I'm just going to get in there, mix it all around so everything is all switched up, not just the leaves on top and the soil on bottom. So let's do that right now. If you look at that right there, it may look like a giant mess, but this is exactly what the worms are wanting. So now we're just gonna add a little bit of water. We're gonna drill our holes in the top. Then we're gonna go search for some worms to throw in this bucket. All right guys, we got it all almost perfectly set up. Next step is to add our top and to drill some holes in it. So I'm gonna try doing about 4 holes here, 4 holes here, 4 holes here to give the worms enough oxygen. So let's start drilling these holes. Well, it's stuck in there, but that is one hole. We'll get to you guys when we get the rest of the holes down. So of course the last drill ended up dying, but we got the Call of Duty Raygun out here, and this is putting in some work. Just watch this. Well, of course it gets stuck in once again, but as you see, it went in a lot quicker than the last drill. We're gonna finish up the rest of these and get back to you then. We are nearing the end of this project. We got all the holes drilled out completely here. I was originally just gonna do a couple lines. Decided we're gonna do the whole thing and give the worms some extra oxygen. But what is a worm farm without worms? Let's go find some. Alright guys, a usual spot where we find worms around my house is around these little brick pads. So this is going to be the first one. We're going to look under, get ready to zoom in on here, Zach. Let's see if we got any worms under the first one. Nada. Let's check out the second one. Nothing but ants. We'll keep you guys updated as soon as we find ourselves a worm. So a little update for you guys. We were looking for about 30 minutes and couldn't find a single worm. It's been pretty dry out here in Nebraska, so we already had a couple of these in the freezer. These actually do not have any worms in them at all, but this one is completely full from our fishing trip today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up our case of worms right here, and we are just gonna sprinkle them all in to their brand new home. Right there, we're getting that first one in. There's another one in there, so you can get out. Fall on the ground, get them in there. Then we're gonna empty these next two in there. I don't even know how many worms are in these. Probably not as many, because I've been feeding these ones already to Gus. But we're getting them in there just like that. And our last one right here, let's get it in to the brand new home. Looks like there was only one in that one, but regardless, it gets a brand new home. Do that. And we're actually gonna be feeding Gus one of these worms right now. Let's go do that. And that is gonna do it, guys, for our very first worm farm. We got a couple in there. We're gonna hopefully add more as we find them along the way. And that is all for this guy right here. Hopefully they reproduce in there and we can have a ton of worms in the future. I'll make sure to keep you guys updated on that. Make sure you guys subscribe for more content just like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's get Gus to eat this worm before we leave. Is he gonna be interested? Come on, bud. Here he goes. Is he gonna go for it? Dropping it. Oh, come on, he's not even gonna take the first worm. Well, once again, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully he snacks that up in a little bit. I'll see you guys in the next one.